This is Mark Campbell, and welcome to Ask the Coach. The question this month is from an academic medical center in the South. A chief medical officer writes, "We're facing some very severe economic conditions, and I've been asked to speak to large groups of employees explaining changes that are going to be made, even the possibility of some downsizing. Now, I'm an average speaker," he writes, "but I wonder if you could give me some tips to help make this a more successful presentation and venture for me." Well, I have 4 ideas that could be helpful to this writer. The first one is to carefully craft your message. He and his colleagues have been working on these dilemmas for many, many months, and they're very familiar with them. They're familiar with the technology, the changes, and so forth. The employees are not. So speak in very plain vanilla language. Give the employees a chronology of events, leading them up step by step to the current situation. And try to be as comfortable as you can and be yourself. What these folks are used to is seeing an executive from Mahogany Row who comes in a suit, is very polished and poised, but acts like he or she wants to get off stage as fast as possible. Don't be perceived as that person. Secondly, I would suggest that you try to make the audience as small as possible. If you're dealing with 100 employees, 200, 300, 400 employees, it's difficult to engage people and make them feel like you're speaking to them as an individual. So break groups down into folks who work with each other on a daily basis. They'll be more comfortable and will ask questions more often than they would in a larger audience. The third point is to try to be as engaging as possible, to be yourself, to connect with the audience emotionally. Let them know who you are. Let them know a little bit about you. Let them know that you've been through situations like this before, that you are aware of their concerns. You know how difficult this is for them. If you can do that, you will be a huge success. That point alone will make all the difference in the world. And then lastly, follow-up has to be designed into your communication process. You've been working, as I said before, for a long time on this. The employees will be in a state of shock as they hear the news. So they need the message repeated. One speech will not cut it. So talk to your communications people and arrange a communication plan for follow-up that will include possibly emails, videos, other follow-up meetings, print media, so that they get the message over a period of time and that it's able to be assimilated. Now, I know this is a difficult assignment for you, but the truth be told, it's pay me now or pay me later. You do not want to be perceived as someone who comes in, delivers a speech, and exits stage left without connecting with the audience. It's either pay me now or pay me later. This is Mark Campbell, and Ask the Coach.